What happens if you miss a day of consistency? Missing a day of consistency is quite oxymoronic, as these two things don't really go together. We are human after all, and you're bound to slip up in one way or another. This can be difficult, especially if you tend to be hard on yourself. If you miss a day of being consistent, it doesn't mean that you're a bad person, that you're a failure, or any other mean thing that your thoughts might try to tell you. If something came up and you just aren't feeling it one day, the most important thing to remember is that it's okay to miss a day of being consistent. In fact, maybe it even means that you were trying so hard you just needed a break. Either way, missing a day means you already started a journey of consistency and have been successful. Missing one day does not mean you aren't succeeding. Upon missing a day of consistency, you might start getting down on yourself. Emotions are natural and acceptable. But it's important that you don't let this control you. Once you let the negative thoughts consume you, it's more likely to be difficult to get back to your consistency. Instead, do the opposite of how you feel. If your thoughts start telling you that you're not a worthy person, buy yourself a special treat or go ahead and purchase that thing you've been wanting. Think of it as a reward for even practicing consistency in the first place. Perhaps even planning a day where you can take a break from everything might be necessary. Planning this could be considered a part of consistency, as you're staying true to your word and following through with something that you said you'd do. Taking a day off doesn't mean you've failed, and can even be necessary to succeed as you recharge. It doesn't have to be something that feels big, like going to the gym or leaving the house at all for that matter. Maybe it's as simple as taking care of your body and making sure you're hydrated and eating enough food. Do things that make you feel good. Put consistency aside for the moment. Journaling and meditation are great ways to work through missing a day of consistency as well, as they could help you navigate through tough emotions and be supportive of yourself. On that note, when you miss a day of consistency, you could take it as an opportunity to catch up with friends or family, or confide in someone who's been supporting you with your consistency journey. As you've already learned through being consistent, courage is an important element. It can take courage to admit to yourself that you feel burnt out and are in need of a short break, and letting yourself feel that it's okay. Missing one day of consistency does not erase any progress that you've made. If you take a break, you may feel more inspired to continue the next day. Try to keep your thoughts on the brighter side and think about all the progress you've already made. A tough day is an obstacle, but it isn't the end. If you miss a day of consistency, don't be hard on yourself and remember that the next day is a perfect time to continue right where you left off.